Hi, I'm Chen, and this VR footage is taken when I attended an event at WeWork during its peak time. It's a really nice space, we had an excellent experience. But then, boom, WeWork is in trouble. So, what is wrong? If we look at WeWork's valuation, we can find out two tipping points. Firstly, the valuation went sky high after SoftBank got involved. Secondly, it fell off the cliff as WeWork withdrew its IPO and fired the star CEO in late 2019. Let's summarize what happened. WeWork was doing well, growing organically, then went on an aggressive expansion, really aiming for 10 times bigger. But it is unsustainable. Why? Is it just a bubble that burst? If we look at the comparison of WeWork against its main competitor, IWG, we couldn't find out the reason that WeWork would have a much higher valuation. I mean, look at these indicators. IWG is bigger and more profitable. The key differentiator might be purpose. As this Forbes article pointed out, WeWork started with a community focus. However, look at WeWork's website. Where is the community now? I think it got lost when WeWork went on rapid scaling. Rent this building, fill the space. So they forget the purpose and just become another co-working space. Just ask yourself, do you still believe in WeWork's story? Now the question is, can WeWork still be saved? For three reasons, I think the answer is yes. Number one, it's already too big to fail. WeWork is already making a global impact. It has reached 27 countries, 100 cities, over 400,000 members. And don't forget, SoftBank is behind it. It has suffered from WeWork's loss and is determined to bring back its legend. Just recently, Goldman has come to rescue. Who do you think they believe, WeWork or SoftBank, or does it really matter? Number two, WeWork had its day before. Instead of having to redefine its purpose and go on a completely new way, it only has to reconnect with the community focus. Leveraging its global network, WeWork can still turn communities into its competitive advantages. Number three, the opportunities can be huge. Just imagine, in 5 years, WeWork might reach 500,000 members without investing in any new space. And if each member can contribute to $100 worth of value, its valuation can be returned to $50 billion, enough for a successful IPO. But where would the valuation come from? Shared value can be the answer, especially to bring back trust. Found in the intersect of social needs, business opportunities, and corporate assets, this notion is proposed by Michael Porter and Mark Kramer in 2011 as a new way for companies to achieve economic success. Well, you must have heard of Michael Porter if you are familiar with business strategy, because he's like the Einstein in this field, and creating shared value is his latest great idea, which is getting more and more popular. So coming back to the three core elements, we have already discussed corporate asset in the last slide. Let's look at the other two. For business opportunity, the value can come from brand equity, communities, and indirectly from the multiplier effects. To be specific, WeWork can increase both the number and quality of its members. And on top of that, there's also a huge potential for indirect effects, such as contribution to GDP and jobs created. In terms of social values, under UN SDG 17, Partnership for the Goals, WeWork can become a catalyst for social initiatives. By connecting different parties and empowering local communities, social impact can be created at large scale through WeWork's network. In fact, creating shared value adopts a long-term perspective. so that value creation can be sustainable. To further mitigate the risk, we can adopt an agile approach that starts small, learn from early trials, and then expand to the whole network. For example, the journey can be started right here in Sydney because it is small enough to make mistakes, but also big enough to create impacts. The first trial can be made in the new office that will be open in early 2020. The new space in First Sussex Street is already unique in a way. We can find elements of sustainability and well-being, and it's just one step away to be transformed into a hub for social impact. Around that office, there's already 10 WeWork space in Sydney, so a local cluster can be created. Then this experiment can be gradually integrated with 100 existing WeWork labs. This will provide support for the rest of the network throughout the Earth. So for the stakeholders, apart from the internal WeBrand, external partners can play crucial roles as you'll be provide funding, shared value, advisory, measurement, research, as well as engaging in the initiative directly. In the beginning, it is likely that the social enterprises will take the lead and they will leveraging the resources provided by WeWork's enterprise members. So enterprise member is defined as company with more than 1,000 employees. Examples are like Microsoft, IBM, and Box. Why would these companies choose WeWork? Apart from flexibility, they usually have the need for innovation, so they want to be connected with the startup community. And these needs can also be fulfilled with social initiatives, so that they can co-create value with social enterprises. And this is just the beginning, because creating shared value is different from philosophy. It can benefit all the parties, and with the rise in awareness and education, more and more stakeholders can get on board, taking turn to lead the way, and the process will become far more dynamic. For value measurement, here is a model that breaks down the values into 3 layers. And in each layer, we can see how a social value and business value is linked together. For instance, with a rise in awareness, not only education will take place in the community, WeWork can also build brand equity. All these values can be further measured with those specific indicators so that we can track and improve based on this basic model. To summarize, we've talked about what, why, how, when, where, who of making WeWork work again. At the end of the day, there's a huge shared value opportunity for WeWork. It shall integrate strategy with measurements in an ongoing process to pursue its initial purpose. Creating shared value can make communities competitive advantages for WeWork while enabling a large scale of social impact through partnerships. So it will be win-win for everyone. Thank you guys. I'm currently studying an MBA course in Sydney and will go on exchange to New York soon. I find the business stories fascinating, but rather than just analyzing what has happened, I'm more interested in the future and to explore how to make things happen. If you want to see more works around WeWork and social impact, feel free to check out these previous case studies we have done. And also please comment, like, and subscribe if you find this video useful. Thank you, and look forward to see you next time.